Hello YouTube, this is Intuitive Retta. How are you today? Make sure you subscribe. Comment below if you like your own personal reading. Contact me at intuitiveretta@gmail.com. Okay, we're going to look more into this President Zelensky of Ukraine. My intuitive antennas have been tingling this whole time. Remember, this is the month of isolation and also deception and illusion. You know, this is a month of illusion, of emotional kind of illusion. We can't really trust what's going on TV and everything's going to be an illusion this month. So, with that being said, I didn't realize that Zelensky, because I don't really pay attention. I have enough here in America to kind of, you know, intuitively like tap into. So, I didn't realize he was a socialist and he won his, you know, his presidency or whatever on socialist. He's a Ukrainian socialist, and his party that he won under has socialist in its title. So what kind of worries me is that he's on this world stage as this socialist, you know, and people don't realize, and everybody's rallying behind him. But nobody, because I had no idea that he was a socialist. Remember, he also came out of the World Economic Forum with Trudeau and with Dan Crenshaw and all this thing. And these are the people that are pushing him. The World Economic Forum, George Soros. And then they're pushing this guy. We need to go in there and help him. He's this upstairs. And what they're showing on TV is, like my son came and visited me. He was like, well, Mom, what do you think? They're showing him at, you know, what do you think of what's going on in Ukraine? He was like, I like him. He's you know, he's the stand-up guy. I like the president. He's like out there fighting with the people. And I'm just like, everything that they're showing us on the news and these pictures are just weird. There's a lot of weirdness going on. A lot of things that I'm seeing that don't make sense. If you're on my Instagram, I posted a couple of like a video and some pictures of things that I'm just like, how? That doesn't really make sense. Like the former president had army people behind them, and the guy, you know, the gun, the clip falls out, and it's like not even hooked in there right, and it's just like, it falls to the ground, and this other guy, he's trying to hide it, and this other guy, it's just very weird. So I want to see what's going on with this. I also don't like, he's the lovers and devil. I don't like world leaders as lovers and devils, because they can be bought, they can be blackmailed, because they have their own issues. Like, they're always looking for the grass is greener. They're looking for people to love and adore them. They're looking for validation outside of themselves. And I don't kind of like them in positions of power, lovers and devils. I don't really like that in there, because they can be blackmailed. They can be controlled. They have vices. And vices doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, sex, alcohol. It could be addiction to power. There's addiction comes in all, they have addiction issues. And addiction comes in all different types of ways. This year for him is the Hierophant. This is Law and Order year for him. This is a year of emotional imbalance for him. Next year is his lovers and devils. So next year it's going to be his vices, whatever that they can have on him, whatever his vices are going to come double fold. So I'm worried about his choices and his vices that he has next year. And 2024 is his year of being stubborn and full steam ahead. So, and I'm also one of the people, when everybody is rallying around him, and all the people that I, you know, give the side eye to is rallying behind them. And, you know, they have people calling for an assassination. They have Lindsey Graham. I'm looking at him like, I don't like Lindsey Graham. It's like the Republican war propaganda's coming out, and the Democrats, and you see the rhinos in full action right now. These people gotta go. These rhinos, and they're so, I don't know. When everybody's rallying behind him, I'm tending to think the opposite. That's just how my brain works. Remember, this is the month of illusion. Next month is the month of magician. So next month is I don't know, next month is gonna be like a dog and pony show next month. So I don't know. Anything is possible next month. So let me just see Zelensky. Let me see the energy around him real fast. Solitude. He's isolated right now. This is the month of the isolation too. Remember, this is the Hermit and the Moon month. Isolation. There's the moon right there too. You know, things aren't, only certain things are being revealed. Only certain things are shown. He's isolated right now. So is he really on the fight lines? He's about action. Right now he's about action. He's, you know, this is a man that is working on action, you know, so he might be out there, you know, fighting or talking or whatever, but also he's the Lovers and Devil, and this is the card of action. So this is a lot of aggression coming out of him right now. Let's see, what's the cross to bear? Remember I said he's solitude. His movements are restricted. What he can see is restricted, but this is a restriction of his own making. So it's not like someone else is restricting him. There's a way out of this. There's a way out of what's going on, but he's blocking himself from finding that way out. He's not looking for it, and this is a card of self-restriction. Underneath this all is, this is all planned. You know, this is all planned. This is very, I always want to say esoteric. And every time I say it, because the normies, I'm like, just because you don't believe in magic and occult and esoteric and this and that, don't think other people don't. You know, Germany, way back when, was all about the esoteric. Everything. They took the swastika that was a very occult, strong symbol and hijacked it. And now, you know, you can't even show that symbol or you'll be called anti-Semitic or something like that. And it was a magical, you know, symbol, and they turned that from what it was to something else. So just because you don't think, these people are very into it. Remember, they're not like us. So things, doubles, twins, that same thing is coming to mind, like twins, double. What is going on with that? Let's see, Seven of Blades. Very dishonest. There's a lot of dishonesty, stealing, thievery in the last year. The audacity. But also, like, talking but nothing really behind it. Fighting but nothing really behind it. There's no real thought or action. And I feel like a puppeteer. Like he's a puppet for someone else. He has no real thoughts of his own. And he's kind of deceiving people. And it's been going on for a while. I feel like, you know, I feel like there's a fight going on, which there is. And one is gluttonous and one is skinny. But who's going to win? You know, is the fat one going to win? The gluttonous one to win? Or the one that's starving and skinny? Who's going to win? It's not really showing me an outlook. But they look like they're hitting each other, but not really getting anywhere with it. So the fight is like, the fight that they're having, this big fight, nobody's really getting anywhere. He's just going. He's working on emotions. He's just running you know, running on emotions. Not too much thought, just emotions. And he feels isolated. He does feel isolated. Remember I said he's solitude. I feel this month is the hermit month. He does feel isolated. But with that isolation and with this card, he has the light, it's the hermit. And they usually seek, you know, they usually seeking something, to learn something, to see something, to go somewhere. But to me, it looks like, yeah, he has everything within him to go somewhere, to move on, to get away, to change things, to stop things, but he's standing still with the light on him and nothing else. Does that make sense? This is all about trying to keep what you have and being gluttonous. A lot of gluttony. A lot of trying to keep what you have and being gluttonous. Having dominion. Remember I said there's a aspect of him that he has this addiction. You know, he wants to keep things. He wants to keep money. He wants to keep things. He's being gluttonous. I feel like his words, like this is the card of will, the 8 of thoughts, but to me this is usually the card of thoughts, of truth, this and that, but it's not upside, it's upside down, it's not right side up, and it's going in his mouth. So the truth is not coming from his mouth, it's not coming from his tongue. There's no truth coming from. Does he have the will to speak the truth? I don't think so. He has a tongue. He has the knife, the sword is in his mouth, in his throat. And there's multiple knives on this side. So I wouldn't believe a damn thing he says. Everything looks like a show. It's, look at, showing action, showing fighting. It's like a show. It's an illusion. Look what we have here. Look at the pretty pictures. Look at the pretty, you know, look at us fighting. Look at all this. It's a show. It's like a show pony. You know, you're going, but it's all for show. Like you're doing it. It's calculated. You want people to see it, but it's all for show. It's no real action. Okay, I want to see his relationship with Putin. Okay. His relationship, the energy between their relationship. Okay. A sacredness. Remember? What's going on with the numbers, the numerology? What's going on? There's a sacredness between the relationship. They're intertwined. Ukraine, Russia, Zelensky, and Putin. Triumph. That's in the middle. They're both getting what they want. They're both triumphant. That's what's holding their relationship. That's between their relationship is success, triumph. Let's see, Zelensky. He's about to. Is he walking away? Is he going to walk away? But he's walking away. The elephant is all about abundance. He's walking away with money and power, pristine. He's going to walk away richer than what he came in with. Things are going good for Russia. So all these sanctions and stuff right now, Russia's feeling good right now. Putin's feeling good. What does Zelensky want from Putin? What does he want from him? is to tell him how to move, because this is a card of self-inflicted non-movement, of constriction, but imposed by yourself. Does he want Putin to tell him how to get out of this? What does Putin want from Zelensky? He wants a change. He wants to work together. He wants to work. He wants him to work, but not really get anything done. He feels like he wants the transformation of that country, of Zelensky. He feels like it's a pigsty, that Zelensky's working and not really getting anything done. Does Putin want him to clean this up? Clean up this pigsty. People are getting fat. All this stuff. Clean this up. Actually get some work done. I feel like this guy is like going to sing someone else's tune. Like, remember before I said he's not his own voice or whatever? He's not his own voice. So he's, you know, he's going to sing someone else's tune, he's putting on a show. He's putting on a show, an emotional show. Let's see. Putin is going full steam ahead, but he's going in the opposite direction. So is he going really into Ukraine like that, or is he going in a different direction? And remember I said before, it's about money, it's about physicality. There is some thought there. There is some thought there, but it's not, and look at this sacred geometry. I'm telling you, there's other stuff going on than just what we're seeing below the surface. There's, especially next month, be careful with the magician energy. That's the ritual energy. That's when the magicians are going to be a harder work. That's next month. The esoteric energy next month is going to be off the chain. So it doesn't seem like he is going in the direction of really Ukraine. He's going back in another direction. But the direction is maybe he's getting what he needs from Ukraine and leaving. Things are changing very, very quickly. Things are changing very, very quickly on Russia's side, on Putin's side. Things are changing very, very quickly. They're both walking a tightrope. They're both walking a tightrope. They're both walking a tightrope. They're trying to both hold their ground without falling over. Because right now, either one of them can be hurt. Meaning that they can be hurt personally or professionally. And the eyes, they're both trying to balance themselves, and they're both like not on solid ground. They're in a very precarious, am I saying that right? Position. They're actually kind of maybe working together for this show. They're actually maybe working together for this show, or they could be working together for this show, or Ukraine is working for someone else for this show. I'm worried about things. There's complete chaos going on right now, but it's going more towards Putin. There's complete chaos more towards Putin's area, more towards Russia, Putin. But the spotlight is on them both. The force, their strength, is Ukraine going to stand strong? That the strength card is going more toward Ukraine. Is Ukraine stronger than what Putin thought he was? Is their strength? All he has to do, Zelensky has to do, is endure. But I'm worried about Zelensky, especially next year. I'm worried about, his socialist and his lovers and devil going to full steam ahead, double the energy next year. Mr. God. Putin orchestrating this? Is this some kind of ritualistic, some type of ritual for the world to see? Why am I still thinking of, I see the twins here. And I know, like, Germany and them were obsessed, the Nazi was obsessed with twins. Why is that? They could also be twin countries. They're both the countries of Russia and Ukraine are both the chariot and the tower. Stubbornness, this and that, to their own detriment. Chaos, to their own detriment. So they would be kind of twin countries. Someone, in the midst of it, someone is going to lose their head. Like, is someone going to lose their power? Someone, it's in the middle. So maybe it's still being, who's going to lose it? Is it going to be Putin or is it going to be Zelensky? You know, they're putting up a fight, their thoughts and everything, but without their head, how can a fight? Their head, how can they fight without their head? So their words and stuff, to me, it's up, but it's not really a strong intellectual thought fight because their head's off. But that's in the middle. I'm looking towards Zelensky, a loss. Is he gonna be sacrificed? This is the loss, adversity. But he's on this, he's tied up. You know, is he going to be a victim? Is he gonna lose everything? Is he even gonna lose his life? You know, there's a lot of money to be made. Everybody is gluttonous. There's a way out of this. There's a way out of this. I'm worried Zelensky may lose his life if he doesn't, you know. It's going towards, you know, Zelensky way. The showman's rest. He is a showman. He's an actor and a thing. I think that there's a lot of things to be gained, a lot of gluttony. There's a way out of this. It's up to Zelensky, but remember his voice and stuff is being, you know, held. He can't really speak and do what he really wants. He's someone else's puppet. That's what the cards are showing. He's someone else's puppet. There's a way out of this if he really wanted to, but he's someone else's puppet. Is this what's going to kill him? What does Putin think of Zelensky? He wants to work together with him. He says the decision is Zelensky's. He wants to come together and work together. He's wanting Zelensky to stand his ground and show courage and stand his ground and maybe not be a puppet. So, you know, stand his ground, show some courage. And stop being the clown and don't make a mistake and don't, you know, fall. Don't be Humpty Dumpty and have this great fall. You know? Take a leap of faith, basically. Okay. What does Zelensky, what time, I have to keep a look at. What does Zelensky think of Ukraine and his position where he's at right now in this war? He's thinking he's damned if he do, damned if he doesn't. He's trying to hold his ground. He's damned if he do, he damned if he doesn't. He's in a very precarious spot right now. But he has a lot of people surrounding him. He feels the strength of people around him. He has a lot of allies. He has a lot of allies that are kind of isolating him in. He's at the point. Things are going to go fast. He's either going to get a Hail Mary or he's going to crash and burn and it's going to be over. Let me just look at this war in itself. First, I just want to see, how is this war going for Putin? He thinks everything is good, but he's trying to he's trying to balance three things. He's working. There's three things working for him, and he's trying to keep three things in the air. That's what is going on with Putin in regards to this war. He's celebrating. He thinks he's going to get what he wants. He's celebrating. He thinks everything's going to come together right for him. So I don't see this energy of Putin scared, and even with all I think 3 countries are working with him. Okay, what's going on with this war? What's going on with this war for Zelensky? Pass it, 6 of Blades. Everything is a show. Passage. What is going on? Success of getting out. His family got out. Everything is a show. Everything is a show. Everything is a show. There's going to be success in going in the direction. Everything is a show right now. What does the people of Ukraine think about their president? Maybe that would help. What does the people of Ukraine think about their president? They think he's freaking selfish. They think he's gluttonous. They think he wants everything for himself. What does the people of Ukraine think about Putin? They want everything to come together. So what they're showing us about how Ukraine doesn't want Putin, I think that it's wrong. I think they want some relationship with Putin to come together. What does that mean? I don't know. But they want a meeting place in the middle. They want, to work together. They think that Zelensky, even though they think he's gluttonous for power, money, everything, wealth, this and that. So what they're showing us on TV isn't necessarily what the Ukrainians believe or want. What does the Ukrainians think are going to happen with this war? A lot of heartache. They feel like this war, whatever happens, it's still a lot of pain and suffering and heartache. This is very painful for them, this war. This war is very painful for them. It's suffering. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, everything, physically, everything. This war is painful for them. What do they want? They want everybody to work together. There's a lot of loss going on, a lot of regret going on. There's a lot of loss going on, a lot of regret going on. They want someone else, they still want, remember I said before, they want this father figure, this father, so that they can be embraced, someone to take care of them, They have a lot of loss, a lot of regrets, and they're only seeing, they're in a lot of pain right now. And they want these 3 countries or these 3 things to work together. So that's the end of my reading. If you guys have any thoughts or questions, please put them below. Thank you guys for taking the time to listen. Bye.